Islam, Islam, Islamism. Ever seeking refuge from the accursed one, rising to my high sights, giving perfect eyes to Allah, the one, the only, cherisher of all worlds, and honoring all true and divine prophets, seen, unseen, known, unknown, reincarnated, and to our illustrious Hebrew prophets in these days and time, bringing us nationality and birthrights, our Redeemer, Warner, Noble Joe. Also giving honors to our National Grand Chief, Joel Bratton Bay, for his due diligence in keeping these doors of Allah open in the United States of America. Also honoring our officials in Baltimore and other republics, our sheikhs, deputy sheikhs, our children, Moorish achievers in training, Moorish achievers, more mighty Moors, tiny Moors, our families, our newly naturalized citizens, friends, visitors, guests on the call. Shout out to Marcus Messiah Garvey, the forerunner, and also to the ancient spirit that guides us through these turbulent times. I do it all in love with Islam. I am Mikhail Mashir Bey, heading from the Empire Republic, giving thanks to Allah for another day. Today's date, 17th of January, 2021. I welcome all with love to our Moorish Sunday School conference call brought to you by the Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North America Incorporated number 13, the Moorish American National Republic. This is where we build the minds of the guiders of our nation. Again, welcome to our airwaves. As we proceed, we begin our meetings with our map, Moorish American prayer. So, all who is able, I'm asking to stand in our Moorish posture, facing the east, our feet at a 45-degree angle, arms in the air, 5 fingers on the left side, 2 fingers on the right side, keeping them fingers tight, representing the unity we share. Islam, Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is our protector, our guide, and our salvation. By night and by day, with all the prophets, you are life. Amen. Almost. As we proceed, we read our Moorish Divine Constitution and Bylaws. The crescent and star of salvation, all seeing eyes of Allah, the handpress of unity. The Moorish Science Temple of America, the Divine Constitution and Bylaws by Prophet Noble Jew Allah, founder. Act 1. The Grand Sheikh and the Chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America is in the power to make law and to enforce laws with the assistance of the Prophet and the Grand Body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. The Assistant Grand Sheikh is to assist the Grand Sheikh in all affairs if he lives according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and it is known before the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Act 2. All meetings are to be open and closed promptly according to the Circle 7 and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Friday is our holy day of rest, because on a Friday, the first man was formed in flesh, and on a Friday, the first man departed out of flesh and ascended unto his Father God, Allah. For that cause, Friday is the holy day for all Muslims all over the world. Act 3. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice must be proclaimed and practiced by all members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. No member is to put in danger or accuse falsely his brother or sister on any occasion at all, that may harm his brother or sister, because Allah is love. Act 4. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws, and all members must obey the laws of the government, because by being a Moorish American, you are a part and parcel of the government and must live the life accordingly. Act 5. This organization of the Moorish Science Temple of America is not to cause any confusion or to overthrow the laws and constitution of the said government, but to obey hereby. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we're teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they must know that they are a part and parcel of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nation of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained over Jalai, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, whom inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and parcel of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And then you are entitled to the name of faithful. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love, and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant is from your holy prophet, Muhammed, U.S.A, through the guidance of his Father God, Allah. Here is the reading of our divine constitution and bylaws, and we will proceed in the reading of our additional laws by Sister Wanda Gomes Bay. My sister, are you with us?
Islam.
Islam. And how are you doing today?
All is well. All is well with you?
Islam. Thanks for asking. You have the floor.
Islam. This is Sister Wanda Gomes Bay, called for Florida Republic. First, I would like to rise to my highest of heights and give all perfect praise to our Mother, Father, God, Allah, and give honor to all the true and divine prophets, namely Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius, and the last prophet in these days and time, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Noble Drew Ali, in the first, second, and third form. I would like to remain standing and give honors to our National Grand Sheikh, Joe Bratton Bay, and sheikhs, deputy sheikhs, children, visitors. I greet you all with Islam. I will proceed with the readings of the questionnaire and additional laws for Moorish Americans by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Act 1. Grand Sheikhs and governors and heads of all temples, all businesses. Each said temple must be approved by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali before acted upon by any members, let it be finance, property, or any line of life that will cause the members to sacrifice, finance, etc., that will cause the support of any group of members. Any former officer that violate these laws is subject to be removed from his office under heavy restriction, etc., by the Prophet or the Grand Sheikh. Act 2. All members are to attend their DEP meetings and their public meetings promptly. If a member is found standing around their meeting period, shall be fined 50 cents on the first case, and on the second, he will be fined $1, which will go in your emergency fund. If a member is working, his monthly dues must be paid, and if he has money in the bank, he must subscribe for as much as he is able to the Moorish Uplifting Fund, because it takes finance to uplift the nation. Act 3. It is lawful and divine duty of every good member, if he is able in finance, to aid me in saving the nation, and if he does not, he is an enemy to the cause of uplifting his own people, and justice must catch you. Let it be he or she according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, as I have the power invested in my hands, and I will have to enforce the law in order to save the nation. Act 4. All members, while making a public speech, must not use any assertion against the American flag or speak radical against the church or any members of any organized group, because we are to teach love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Act 5. All members must promptly attend their meetings and send their children to Sunday school, and the teacher must conform himself to the questionnaire and let every member exercise his 5 senses who is able to do so, because out from your Sunday school comes the guiders of the nation. Act 6, with us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they must know that they are a part and parcel of this said government and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, Black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live in the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained noble Drew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites who inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and parcel of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple. Then you are entitled to the name of faithful. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children, look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become a part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant is from your holy prophet, noble Drew Ali, through the guidance of his father, God Allah. That concludes the readings of the questionnaire and additional laws for Moorish Americans. Islam?
Islamism. Thanks, Sister Wonder Gomes Bay. And now we bring to the lines our divine minister, Sheikh Ramael. Divine minister, Holy Emmanuel.
Islam, Holy Emmanuel, the brother deputy Sheikh. How be the man?
Always peaceful, more. Stay there. Islam, have the flow.
Thank you, beloved. Thank you. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم. Ever seeking refuge from the curse of Satan, I rise in the name of Allah, giving all praises to Allah, the cherisher and sustainer of the worlds, most gracious, most merciful, the causeless cause and the rootless root from whom all life comes, to whom all life returns. Allah al-Ahad, the one. I rise to give all honor to all the true and divine prophets from all times and climes, those who are known to us, as well as those who are unknown to us. And our messenger of nationality, birthright, divine creed, in this day and time, our warner and redeemer, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Honor to my brother and sister adepts, my brother and sister deputy officers, members, card-carrying, non-card-carrying, family, children, all joining us for our national Sunday school call, conference call. Welcome and honors to all with us on the line today. Giving thanks and praises to the Most High, ever living, ever giving, for being able to be with us yet again. And at this time we go into our 101, but before we do that, I just want to give thanks to the members, so I don't forget it, the members of our Speakers Bureau who did a splendid presentation for our Founders Day Zoom presentation, Uber conference presentation. It was on our YouTube and it's still there. So Brother Hernzil, Sister McQuarrie Bay, Sister Wait Bay, and Brother Walker Bay. Job par excellence. Thank you very much. Honors. So at this time, we give thanks and praises to the Most High, and we go to our 101, the confirmation of our 101, as we always do. If you're a visitor, yes, we welcome you again. Happy to have you with us. We'll have time for you to speak if you wish later after the adult segment. But in the meantime, if you have no copy by which you can follow us, and you are able to access the internet, and this is the only purpose for which we ask you to access the internet while the class is going on, is to participate in our class. You can go to our website, www.moorishamericannationalrepublic.com, and go to the resource tab, the educational materials, and open up the orientation handbook, and page 124, you will find a facsimile copy. By the grace of the Most High. Those who are without copy, we ask that you bear with us as we go through our process. Any questions, please jot them down. Comments, jot them down, and we will bring them to the floor at the end of the children's during the adult segment. All others who are in hand with physical or digital copy, please stand by the star as we go over Moorish Koran questions for Moorish Americans, Koran questions for Moorish children. Islam, as ever, seeking a member to lead us in the reading of our 101 today. Islam, Brother Sanders, baby. Thank you, Mo. How are you?
Islam, Sheikh. All is truly well. Trusting all is well with you on that side of the water, as I know it is.
All is blessed. Thank you, Mo, for stepping forward. The floor is yours.
Giving thanks. I am Brother Cornelius Sanders Bay, calling out of Lake County, Florida Republic. Bismillah, ar-Rahman, ar-Rahim. First and foremost, I'd like to rise to my highest of heights and give all preferred praise to our Father God, Allah, acknowledging our ancestors, known and unknown, recognizing and naming all true and divine prophets, Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, and the last prophet in these days and times, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Noble Jew Ali, in his first, second, and third form. I would like to remain standing and extend those honors to our National Grand Sheikh, Joe Bratton Bay, all national officials at headquarters in Baltimore, Maryland, all sheiks, sheikesses, deputy sheiks, and deputy sheikesses, and all of our friends, visitors, guests, students, members, children. I greet you all with Islam. I will be leading us in the reading of the Quran questions for Moorish children, and you can unmute your line. I will ask the question, and you emit. Number 1, who made you?
Allah.
Allah.
Number 2, who is Allah?
Allah is the Father of the universe.
Number 3, can we see him?
No.
Number 4, where is the nearest place we can meet him?
In the heart.
Number 5, who is Noble Drew Ali?
He is Allah's prophet.
Number 6, what is a prophet?
A prophet is a thought of Allah manifested in the flesh.
Number 7, what is the duty of a prophet?
To save nations from the wrath of Allah.
Number 8, who is the founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America?
Noble Jew Ali.
Number 9, what year was the Moorish Science Temple of America founded?
1913 AD.
Number 10, where?
Newark, New Jersey.
Newark, New Jersey.
Number 11, where was Noble Drew Ali born?
In the state of North Carolina, 1886.
Number 12, what is his nationality?
Moorish American.
Number 13, what is your nationality?
Moorish American.
Number 14, why are we Moorish American?
Because we are descendants of Moroccans and born in America.
Number 15, for what purpose was the Moorish Science Temple of America founded?
For the uplifting of fallen humanity.
Number 16, how did the prophet begin to uplift the Moorish Americans?
By teaching them to be themselves.
Number 17, what is our religion?
Islam.
Number 18. Is that a new or is that the old time religion?
Old time
religion.
Number 19. What kind of flag is the Moorish?
It is a red flag with a 5-pointed green star in the center.
Number 20. What do the 5 points represent?
Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Number 21. How old is our flag?
It is over 10,000 years old.
10,000 years old.
Number 22. Which is our holy day?
Friday.
Friday.
Number 23. Why?
Because Friday is the day on which man was born in flesh, and it was on a Friday he was started out of flesh.
Number 24. Who was Jesus?
He was a prophet of Allah.
Number 25. Where was he born?
In Bethlehem of Judah, in the house of David.
Number 26. Who were his father and mother?
Joseph and Mary.
Number 27. Will you give in brief the line genealogy through which Jesus came?
Some of the great fathers through which Jesus came are Abraham, Ruth, David, Solomon, Hezekiah, and Joseph by Mary.
Number 28. Why did Allah send Jesus to this earth?
To save the Israelites from the iron hand oppression of the Philistine nations of Europe, who were governing a portion of Palestine at that time.
Number 29. How long has that been?
About 2,000 years ago.
Number 30. What was the nationality of Ruth?
Ruth was the Moabite.
Number 31. What is the modern name for Moabites?
Moroccan.
Number 32. Where is the Moroccan Empire?
Northwest Mexico.
Number 33. What is the modern name for Amexem?
Africa.
Number 34. What is the title given to our ruler in Morocco?
Sultan.
Number 35. Where do we get the name Jesus?
From the east.
Number 36. What does the name Jesus mean?
Jesus is justice.
Number 37. Did the angel give to the child that was called Jesus a holy name?
Yes, but it cannot be used by those who are slaves to sin.
Number 38. What is an angel?
An angel is a thought of Allah manifested in human flesh.
Number 39. What are angels used for?
To carry messages to the four corners of the world to all nations.
Number 40. What is our prophet to us?
He is an angel of Allah who was sent to bring us the everlasting gospel of Allah.
Number 41. What is the everlasting gospel?
It is the saving power
that comes from Allah, our ancient fathers, by his prophet.
Number 42. What is the covenant of the great God Allah?
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the earthland, which the Lord thy God Allah hath given thee.
Number 43. At what age did Jesus begin to teach?
At the age of 12.
Number 44. Where did he teach?
India, Africa, and Europe.
Number 45. How long did he teach?
18 years.
Number 46. What did Jesus say that would make you free?
True.
Number 47. What is truth?
Truth is art.
Number 48. What is art?
Art is Allah.
Number 49. Can truth change?
Truth cannot change or pass away.
Number 50. What other name do we give to truth?
Holy breath.
Number 51. What have you to say about holy breath?
All we can say, it is great, it is good, it was, it is, and evermore to be. Amen.
Number 52. At what place on earth was a physical part of man formed?
In the Garden of Eden.
Number 53. Where is the Garden of Eden?
In the land of Canaan, in the city of Mecca.
What is the modern name for the Garden of Eden?
Mecca.
Number 55. What is the name of the first physical man?
His name cannot be used by the executive rulers of the AC of the MSTofA.
Number 56. What are the words of AC of the MST of A?
Adept Chamber of the Moorish Science Temple of America, third heaven.
Number 57. Who were Adam and Eve?
They are the mothers and fathers of the human family, Asiatics and Muslims.
Number 58. Where did they go?
They went into Asia.
Number 59. What is the modern name given to their children?
Asiatics.
Number 60. Who is guarding the holy city of Mecca today to keep the unbelievers away?
Angels.
Number 61. What is the modern name for those angels?
Asiatic.
Number 62. What is the shade of their skin?
Olive.
Number 63. Are the Moorish Americans any relation to those angels?
Yes, we all have the same father and mother.
Number 64. Give 5 names that are given to the descendants of Adam and Eve.
Lucifer, Satan, dragon, and beast.
Number 65. What is the devil sometimes called?
The lower self.
Number 66. How many selves are there?
2.
2.
Number 67. Name them.
The higher self and lower self.
Number 68. What people represent the higher self?
The angels.
The angels who protect the holy city of Mecca.
Number 69. What people represent the lower self?
Those who
were cast out of the holy city and those who accept their teachings.
Number 70. What is the higher self?
The higher self is the mother of virtues and the harmonies of life, and breeds justice, mercy, love, and right.
Number 71. Can the higher self pass away?
No.
Number 72. Why?
Because it is Allah and man.
Number 73. What does the lower self breed?
Hatred,
slander, lewdness, murders, theft, everything that harms.
Number 74. What did the higher self say to the lower self at one time when he met him?
Where are you going,
Satan?
Number 75. What was the answer that the lower self gave to the higher self?
I am going to and fro the earth, seeking whom I may devour.
Number 76. Has he finished his task of devouring?
Yes.
Number 77. When was his time declared out?
When he nailed Jesus on the cross.
Number 78. What are the last words Jesus uttered?
It is finished.
Number 79. What did he have reference to?
Yeah, reference to the end of Satan.
Number 80. Did Jesus say that he will return to conquer him?
Yes.
Number 81. What is the name of the person into whom Jesus was first reincarnated?
Prophet
Muhammed the Conqueror.
Number 82. Was Satan to be bound then?
Satan was to be bound in part.
Number 83. When was the head of Satan taken off?
1453 by 18.
Number 84. By whom?
By Muhammad.
Number 85. Name some of the marks that were put upon the Moors of Northwest by the European nations in 1774.
Negro, black, colored, and Ethiopian.
Number 86. Negro.
A name given to a river in West Africa by Moors because it contains black water.
Number 87. What is meant by the word black?
Black according to science
means death.
Number 88. What does the word colored mean?
Colored means anything that has been painted, stained, varnished, or dyed.
Number 89. What does Ethiopia mean?
Ethiopia means something divided.
Number 90. Can a man be a Negro, black, colored, or Ethiopian?
No.
Number 91. Why?
Because man is made in the image and after the likeness of God, Allah.
Number 92. What title does Satan give himself?
God.
Number 93. Will you define the word white?
White means purity. Purity means God. God means the ruler of the land.
Of the land.
Number 94. To whom do we refer to at times as being the great God?
Allah.
Number 95. Is the devil made in the image and likeness of Allah?
No.
He's a shadow of our lower selves and will pass away.
Number 96. Who made the devil?
Elohim.
Number 97. Who is Elohim?
Elohim is the seven creative spirits that created everything that ever was, is, and evermore to be.
Number 98. What is Elohim sometimes called?
The seven eyes of Allah.
Number 99. How many days are in the circle?
7 days.
Number 100. How many days are in a creation?
7 days.
Number 101. According to science, how many days are in a year?
7 days.
7 days.
And that will conclude our reading of the Quran questions for Moorish children. I appreciate you all for your presence and your energies. And at this time, I turn the floor back over to you, Sheikh. Islam?
Islam, Brother Sanders Faith, thank you for that lead, and Morris, thank you for that dynamic read. We are getting stronger, and our whole praise is due to Allah. Thank you all. At this time, we turn the floor over to our children, showcase our children, and for them to display their stellar talents in this learning that they're receiving under the direction of Sheikh Cherry Hill, the National Director for our Children's Sunday School, and her staff, and all those working for our children. Islam, Sheikh, please star mute your phone. The floor is ready for you and the children. Islam. Islam, beloved. The floor is yours.
All right. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Islam, Lord, I am first rising to my highest height. I'm giving all perfect praises and honors to Allah, Mother, Father, God of the universe. I'm giving honor to all the true and divine prophets, Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, etc. And the last prophet in these days, our great, illustrious Hebrew prophet, Noble Drew Allah, in the first, second, and third form. I'm giving honor to all the ancestors and all Allah's divine attributes. I'm recognizing and acknowledging all the national officials, officers, members, parents, our children, our students, our visitors, and always the universe. We'll now share our Moorish Children's Universal Prayer. Always taking time to send positive energies of prayers and thoughts of healing blessings, spiritually, mentally, and physically, to all throughout the universe. Islam. I'd like to call to the floor our activities coordinator, Sister Sandrika Copeland-Ill, to do our roll call for this Sunday's creation. Islam, sister, star.
Islam.
I'm there.
Islam Moors. I am the activities coordinator for the Moorish Children Sunday School. My name is Sister Shandrika Copeland L., and I'm calling out of the Florida Republic. rising to my highest of heights, giving all perfect praises and honors to Allah, the Mother, Father, God of the universe, giving honors to all true and divine prophets, Yashua, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, and lastly, in this era of time, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Honorable Noble Drew Ali, in his first, second, and third form, extending my honors to our National Grand Sheikh, Joe Bratton Bey, our national officials, our deputy sheikesses and sheiks, our Moorish achievers, deputy Moorish achievers in training, members and guests on the call. I greet everyone in and with Islam. Now proceeding to read the roll call for the Moorish Children Sunday School. Sister Chandrika and Brother Claxton Copeland L. Jr. and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, we are all
Islam, we are all present.
all present.
Sister Wanda Gomes Bay and Brother Cornelius Sanders Bay and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, we are all present.
Deputy Sheikess Alyssa and Deputy Sheik Kurt Thomas Bay and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, we are all present.
Sister Ariana Sanders Bay and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, we are all present.
Sister Leonie and Brother Justin Levi L. and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, we are present.
Sister Lakeisha and Brother Michael Simpson L. Jr. and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, sister, we are all present.
Sister Marion Tuma and Brother Curtis Douglas and family. If the family is present, please star.
Islam, my name is Lizzie Douglas, and we are all present.
Islam. If there are any enrolled families that I've missed and that are present, please unmute your lines, state your name, and say Islam or peace. If there are any visiting parents with children who are on the call, please state your name, your child or children's name, their ages, and where you are calling from. If the children would like to say Islam, please feel free to do so. We would like to welcome our visiting families to our Moorish village family. Islamism.
Islam, sister, thank you so very much. Thank you, family. And I am so excited to welcome our new family to our Moorish village family. Sister Lovey, Adia Douglas, and her family. So we've heard you before, and we're so excited that now you are a student. We love you. Thank you, sister. Thank you, family. Coming with a lot of support. It's beautiful. Right, Moore? We will now share our balance in life. As always, I share with you it's 5 parts to our balance in life. And I will be sharing the introduction to the balance in life. At this time, continuing to be mindful of the importance of balance in life. We know our Moorish movement is balance, being both divine and national. This balance keeps us connected to Allah and the laws we must govern ourselves by. At this time, I'd like to call to the floor our Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Sister Jaden Levi Eel. Islam sister, you have the floor.
Islam.
Islam, dear.
Islam, this is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Sister Jaden Levi Eel, calling out from the Louisiana Republic, and I am 11 years old. And I would like to rise to my highest heights, giving all perfect praises to Allah, the Mother, Father, God of the universe. I'd like to remain standing and extend those honors to all of our children, divine prophets, naming Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, and our last prophet in these days and times, our honorable prophet, Noble Jali, in his first, second, and third form. I'd like to give honors to all of our national officials at headquarters, all of our sheiks and sheikesses, deputy sheikesses, all of our members, guests, and visitors on the call, and I'd like to give everyone in and with Islam. Starting with our divine side, can we have someone read keys 5 and 6, also 7 and 8 on page 1 of the Quran questions for Moorish children? This is a choice. All Moors who are able to read can read all 4 or just 2. Star Moors, you have the floor.
Islam.
Islam, Mighty Moor, you have the floor.
Islam, my name is Badkashima Bay. I'm 8 years old, corner 4 Proverbs. I'll be reading 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5. Who is noble Jew only? He is Allah's prophet. 6. What is a prophet? A prophet is a thought of Allah manifested in the flesh. 7. What is the duty of a prophet? To save nations from the wrath of Allah. 8. Who is the founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America? Noble Jew Ali, Islamic peace.
Thank you, Mighty Moor, for that powerful read. Now turning the floor back over to our beloved Sheikh Shariel. Islam, beloved, you have the floor.
Islam, dear, thank you so very much. And thank you, brother, for sharing those keys with our class today. Very strong and positive. Islam, at this time, I'd like to call to the floor our Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Brother Jameson Dennis Bay. Islam, brother, you have the floor.
Islam.
Islam, dear.
Islam, Moors. This is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Brother Jameson Dennis Bay. I'm 10 years old, and I'm calling from the Florida Republic. I give honors to Allah, our officials, our Grand Chief, members and guests in the call. I greet you all with Islam. We will now have any more read our keys numbers 38, 39, 40, and 41 on page 3 of the Quran questions for Moorish children. Islam, mighty Moors.
Islam.
Islam, mighty Moors, you have the floor.
Islam, this is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Sister Jaden Levi Ill, calling out from the Louisiana Republic, and I am 11 years old. And I'd like to read keys 38, 39, 40, and 41 on page 3 of the Quran questions for Moorish children. 38. What is an angel? An angel is the thought of Allah manifested in human flesh. 39. What are angels used for? To carry messages to the four corners of the world to all nations. 40. What is our prophet to us? He is an angel of Allah who was sent to bring us the everlasting gospel of Allah. 41. What is the everlasting gospel? It is a saving power that comes from Allah through our ancient fathers by his prophet. Islam and peace.
Islam. Thank you, mighty Moor, for that powerful read. Now giving the floor over to our beloved Sheikh Shariel. Islam, Sheikh, you have the floor.
All right, dear. Thank you so much, brother. And thank you, sister, for that great, powerful read and sharing with our class today. Now, Moors, we're going to be blending divine and national. And for that, we go to our Circle 7, which is Chapter 47, on page 58. I would like for someone to take their time and read verses 9, 10, 11, and 12. Islam, Moors, you have the floor. Star.
Islam. Islam, this is Sister Riley by Ilkana from Louisiana Republic, and I am 9 years old, and I'll be reading 9, 10, 11, and 12 on page 58 in our Social 7 for more children. According to our true and divine record of the human race, there is no Negro, Black, or colored race attached to the human family because all the inhabitants of Africa were and are of the human race. Descendants of the ancient Canaanite nation from the holy land of Canaan. 10. Which your ancient forefathers were, you are today without doubt or contradiction. 11. There is no one who is able to change man from the descendant nature of his forefathers unless his power extends beyond the great the
Islam, sister, are you all still there? I don't know if you dropped. I don't hear you.
Islam, she can stay still there.
Okay, we're not hearing you, Sister Raleigh. You still on number 11? You stopped at Great Universal. I don't hear them. It's probably something going on with the phone. So I will continue that for her. There is no one who is able to change man from the descendant nature of his forefathers unless his power extends beyond the great universal creator Allah himself. These holy and divine laws are from the prophet Noble Drew Allah, the founder of the uniting of the Moorish Science Temple of America, Islam. So I'm trusting that they can get their phone straightened out. Now, Moors, I would like for someone to share with the class what is our Moorish foundation and truth.
Islam. Can I be heard?
Yes. Is this Sister Raleigh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. We continued where you left off. It was verse 12. So I don't know if you wanted to continue. I did continue that. So that's up to you. Do you want to finish 12?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, babe, you have it.
12. This holy and divine law are from the Prophet Noble Drew Allah, the founder of the United of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Islam and peace.
Islam, dear. Thank you so very much. All right, Moors. Now we're going to be ending that portion, and for that, I would like for someone to take their time and share with the class what is our Moorish foundation and truth. Islam, star, star.
Islam,
Dear.
Islam Moorish. This is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Brother James from U.S.A. I'm 10 years old and I'm calling from the Florida Republic. And the answer is the first 7 articles of the U.S. Constitution, which is the organic constitution of the Republic of the U.S.A. Islam and peace.
Thank you, brother. And the note that we always share is these first 7 articles are our free national constitution that Noble Drew Allah, the prophet, talks about in a warning in 1928. That's our little blue pamphlet, and we all know that is the national side of our Moorish movement. That's that balance. That's the national side of our Moorish movement. So thank you, brother, for sharing that with our class today. Now, Moors, we'll open the floor for our mighty tiny Moors always first, and then our young and magnificent older Moors to share and exercise their 5 senses. This is where everyone has the opportunity to share whatever Allah puts on your heart. Islam, star, star.
Islam.
Islam.
How old are you?
I'm 4.
What are your 5 principles?
5 principles are love, choose, peace, freedom, and justice. My tattoo, pakai, and my pese, and I never say, Amen.
Who made you?
Allah.
Who is Allah?
Allah is the planet and universe.
Can we see him?
No.
Where is the nearest place we can meet him?
In the heart.
Who is Noble Drew Ali?
He is our prophet.
What is a prophet?
I think the animal better in the place.
What is your nationality?
Moorish American.
What is our religion?
Islam.
Say Islam and peace.
Islam and peace.
Islam, sister. Very, very powerful. Beautiful. Thank you so very much. Islam, the floor is still open for anyone who would like to share and exercise their 5 senses.
Say Islam. Oh, yeah. It's right here. Islam. Cake. Say Islam.
Islam.
I hear. Who am I hearing? Is that the Levi Ill family? Is that Brother Rahim?
Yes, ma'am. He'll yield for the sister, Islam.
Okay, dear. Thank you. All right, Sister Copeland Ill, you have the floor, Sister Sonara.
Cut that down.
Sister, you have the floor.
Islam. This is Sister Chandrika Copeland L, the activities coordinator. I have Sanira Divine Copeland L. She is 3 years old. We're calling from the Florida Republic, and I would like her to exercise her 5 senses this Sunday's creation. Can you say your 5 principles for everyone? Love.
Yeah.
Truth.
Peace. Freedom and justice.
Who made you?
Allah.
Who is Allah?
Allah is the part of the universe.
Can we see him?
No.
Where is the nearest place we can meet him? In the
heart.
In the heart. Say Islam
and peace.
And peace.
Islam, and thank you so very much for exercising your 5 senses with our class today, sister. And we love it. Keep up the great work. Now, Brother Raheem, the floor is yours. Islam, star.
Yes.
Islam.
This is Brother Raheem.
What? No.
Say Brother Raheem.
What? No.
Say Islam. What's your 5 senses? What's your 5 senses?
Say love. Truth. Peace. No.
Peace. Love. Truth. Peace. Freedom. And justice. Say I'm a Moorish American. Say I'm a Moorish American. Say Islam and peace. I'm trying to act shy. Say Islam and peace. Islam.
It's Islam, and thank you, brother, for exercising your 5 senses and love of our class today. Islam, beautiful. Anyone else would like to exercise their 5 senses? Star.
Islam.
Islam, dear.
My name is Brother Yasser Aaron Thomas Bay. I am 7 years old. My 5 principles are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. My nationality is Moorish American, and Happy Moorish New Year. I love you all. I love Allah. I love Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Islam and peace.
Islam, brother. Thank you so much for exercising your 5 senses, our class today. And yes, happy Moorish New Year. It was Friday. Thank you for reminding us again, and the love that you have for this universe and Allah and Noble Drew Allah, everyone. We always hear and welcome your love, and we send you our love to you and your family. So thank you so very much for exercising your 5 senses today. Anyone else would like to exercise their 5 senses? The floor is still open.
Islam. My name is Butterfish Bay. I'm 8 years old, called for Republic. My 5 principles are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Who made you? Allah. Who is Allah? Allah is the Father of the universe. Can we see Him? No. Where is the nearest place we can meet Him? In the heart. What is your nationality? Moorish American. What is our religion? Islamism, which is a holy day, Friday. Islam and peace.
Islam, brother. Thank you so very much. Very, very powerful. Thank you. We love it. Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to exercise their 5 senses? If not, I would like to call to the floor Deputy Moorish Achievement Training, Sister Jaden Levi Ill, to read or recite our Act 6 key. Islam, sister, you have the floor. Star. Islam,
this is Deputy Moorish Achievement calling out from the Louisiana Republic, and I am 11 years old. And I would like to read our Act 6 key. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they must know that they are part and parcel of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live, and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Drew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites who inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Islam and peace.
Islam, sister, thank you so very much for sharing and reading our Act 6 key. Islam, Can we have someone support our sister in our Act 6 key by reading or reciting our 4 supporting statements? Islam, star.
Islam.
Islam.
Islam, this is Sister Riley by Ilkhan from Louisiana Republic, and I am 9 years old, and I'll be reciting my 4 supporting statements. 1. I am a Hebrew Muslim of Moorish descent. 2. We get our nationality through genealogy. 3. We honor our forefathers and mothers by proclaiming our true nationality. 4. Our simple ways call ourselves names that allude to slavery. Noble Durali came to redeem us. Islam and peace.
Islam, sister. Thank you for supporting our sister in our Act 6G. Now, more, we're going to be going into our lesson for this Sunday's creation. And always we choose a subject title to share from our commentary. So today we're choosing the title called Gratitude. Think about that, gratitude. What are we grateful for? What are we thankful for? Islam. Gratitude is thankfulness. Having a warm and friendly appreciation. Think about the things that we are very appreciative of. The Prophet, our parents, our life, everything. For a benefit received. So let us be grateful for who? Our great ancestors, the builders of the great world civilization. I would like to share that again. So, let us be grateful for our great ancestors. No one else's. The builders of the The great world civilization. Very, very powerful what that statement is sharing. They did what? They left us a legacy to be proud of. A legacy second to none. There's no higher or powerful. The Atlanteans, Egyptians, Canaanites, Moabites, Cushites, Moors. They were Scientists, scholars, priests, and priestesses of the highest order. The highest order. It was they who did what? Establish the orders and the ancient mystery schools. Something to be very grateful for. So, when we don't educate ourselves or learn of ourselves, we do what? We disrespect. When we don't educate ourselves or learn of our higher selves, when we disrespect and kill each other, when we don't protect our women and children, when we don't strive to do what? To be our best, we do what? We dishonor their memory. So there's a lot involved in gratitude. Think of the things that we're so grateful for the prophet coming, for Allah sending the prophet to us, to wake us up, for us to appreciate and show gratitude to our ancestors. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't be able to learn the things and know the things they did for us, especially when it comes to slavery. They fought and died for us, for this freedom. So when we don't proclaim our nationality, when we don't change our status from being non-humans to human beings, we dishonor their memory. This is just a few things. You can think of a lot of things that we are grateful for. So our subject title is gratitude. What are you grateful for? Islam, the subject connects us to our Circle 7, the Holy Quran, chapter 33, Holy Instruction from the Prophet, gratitude. And it also connects to all the keys in our 101 Quran questions for Moorish Americans. Also, and foremost, it connects us to Allah and all his/her divine attributes. So, our question again, what will be our legacy, each and every one of us, and what are we grateful for? Gratitude. So we know we are grateful now that we learned that we no longer accept the marks and labels, all the names that do what? They allude to slavery, which is still going on in this era of time. And because of that, it's causing the imbalance of everything. And again, as I shared, our ancestors fought and died for our total freedom from all slavery. So we all have our part in doing what we're supposed to do to uplift fallen humanity. Once we learn and uplift ourselves, then we're also able to be those angels and do our missionary work. And again, I'll always be sharing there is no age from a time a child's able to speak and say, I am Moorish American or Islam. They are doing their job, their missionary work. So we don't look at these numbers. We deal with the spirit of each one of us. So the tiniest to the elders are doing their missionary work. So what will be our legacy? What will we be contributing and remembering our ancestors? Gratitude. All right, students. We will now be sharing our lesson for this Sunday's creation. And we're going to be connecting to our key number 40 and 41 in our Quran question for Moorish Americans, our 101. Our focus will be centered around the word everlasting. We will share the commentary around key number 40 today and continue with key number 41 next Sunday's creation as Allah will be done. Islam, so we're going to share that key. And remember, our focus today is that powerful word everlasting. Key 40. What is our prophet to us? Answer. He is a what? An angel of who? Allah, who was sent to bring us the what? Everlasting gospel of Allah. Noble Drew Allah's role is what? Is twofold. One, as a prophet, his duty is to do what? Save us from the wrath or divine chastisement. Almost like when you're chastised by your parents, when the parents ask you to do something, you don't do it, or you disobey them. you get a chastisement. So now we're talking about Allah's chastisement. I'd like to share that portion again. Noble Drew, our lives role is what? Twofold. One, as a prophet, his duty is to do what? Save us from the wrath or divine chastisement of Allah, which he does by what? Bringing us in what? Accord with Allah's law. This is what's happening. Two, as an angel, his mission is to do what? To bring the what? Everlasting gospel. Everlasting. The word gospel literally means good news. Through sin and disobedience, man did what? And woman tore themselves away from Allah, debased it himself or herself. It is through the what? Everlasting gospel that the what? True relationship between Allah and man and woman is what? Restored. It is the means through which the salvation and spiritual transformation of mankind is achieved. It is the good news. Why? Because it brings relief, peace, comfort, and profound joy to what? The hearts of those who hear it. This gospel is what? Everlasting, in that it never changes. It never changes. Why? Because it is the truth. Powerful. And truth is that which does what? Changes not. I don't care how many centuries ago, how many years, it doesn't matter. It never changed. Truth never changed. Why? It is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Very powerful. Everlasting. All right, Moors, I'm trusting that you was able to get the spirit of our word, everlasting, gratitude, thankfulness, and everything. Islam, I would like to also share some key points connecting to everlasting. Students, our movement is what? Again, everlasting and timeless. Can withstand the hand of time. Man and woman comes and goes, but Islam has always been here and will always be here. The Prophet's movement will forever stand, regardless of how the world changes and the people in it. Awareness of the movement grows with time. It becomes attractive and can never pass away. I don't care what goes on. We come and go. We get upset, whatever. But this movement is everlasting. Why? Truth, again, never dies or passes away. Truth is what? Eternal. Truth never changes or ends. So these are some key points to add to everlasting. Think about it. Everlasting. No matter what goes on, the truth never changes. Our movement is everlasting. Powerful. All right, more. I would like to now call our Sister Shandrika Copeland-Eel, our activities coordinator, to come to the floor and share our home assignment for our Sundays, for this Sunday's creation. Islam, Sister Star. Islam.
Islam.
Islam, dear, you have the floor.
Islam Moors, I am the activities coordinator for the Moorish Children Sunday School. My name is Sister Shandrika Copeland-Eel, and I'm calling out of the Florida Republic. Now proceeding to read the home assignment for this Sunday's creation. Islam, awe-inspiring and divine future guiders of the nation. I am praying and trusting all are well and continuing to be blessed. Our Moorish sight word is everlasting. Divine warning by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. 1. All are mighty, tiny Moors, ages infant to 6 or 7 years old. Parents, please prepare them to say and spell our Moorish sight word, everlasting. And all those who are able, please have them use the Moorish sight word in a very mighty, powerful sentence. 2. All our magnificent young and older Moors, ages 7 years and older. Parents, please prepare them for this special assignment connecting to our Moorish sight word, everlasting. Parents, please help the students access the divine warning by the Prophet on our website under key concepts or the Moorish literature pamphlet. Important correction. 4th paragraph. The first line should read, we are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, etc. 3. Students, everlasting means lasting forever or a very long time. In the warning, the Prophet stated, this is an everlasting movement. 4. How is our movement everlasting? 5. Please give as many examples as needed. Again, please remember to text me if you are not able to attend Sunday school any day before 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Peace and more love. Sheikh Gloria Cherry L., our National Director of the Moorish Children Sunday School. Islam, beloved.
Islam, darling dear, thank you so very much for sharing our home assignment. And students, the floor is now open. We always allow our mighty, magnificent, our mighty tiny Moors first, the babies first, the young ones first, to exercise their home assignment. And then our magnificent young and older Moors, the floor will be open. So for our mighty tiny Moors, the floor is open. Star, state your name to exercise your home assignment for this Sunday's creation. Islam.
Say everlasting.
Say everlasting.
E.
E.
V.
B.
E.
E.
R.
R.
L.
L.
A.
A.
S.
A.
T.
E.
I.
I.
N.
N.
G.
G.
Everlasting.
Everlasting.
Say this is
This is
an everlasting
the everlasting
movement
movement
founded by the Prophet
by the Prophet
through the will of Allah
to the will of Allah
to redeem his people
to redeem people
from their sinful ways.
their sinful ways.
Say Islam and peace.
Islam and peace.
Islam, Sister Anara for exercising your home assignment on our word, everlasting, and also using it in a mighty, mighty, mighty powerful sentence, sister. Thank you so very much. And again, more, just connect us to our keys also that we share every week, verses 9, 10, 11. In our circle 7, everlasting. We was Moors 10,000 years ago. We still the Moors today, no matter. And man cannot change that. So thank you, Sister Anara. Love you. Islam, anyone else like to exercise their home assignment? Star. Islam, dear.
Islam, my name is by Christian Bay. I'm 8 years old, kind of 4, public, everlasting. 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 This is an everlasting movement founded by the Prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his prophet, people from their sinful ways. P40. What is our prophet to us? He is an angel of Allah who was sent to bring us the everlasting gospel of Allah. P41. What is the everlasting gospel? It is a saving power that comes from Allah through our ancient fathers by his prophet. P71. Can the higher self pass away? No. P72. Why? Because it is Allah in man. Allah is everlasting and the head of our movement is guided by Allah through our prophet. Islam and peace.
Islam, Brother Christian, for the powerful extended exercise of your home assignment on everlasting. I love all of your examples and showing how our movement is everlasting. Very, very powerful, Brother Christian. We love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everlasting. Anyone else like to exercise the home assignment?
Islam, this is Sister Riley by Ilkhan from Louisiana Republic, and I am 9 years old, and I'll be reading my homework assignment. Everlasting. Lasting forever are for a very long time. Our movement is everlasting because we were given a divine and national outline to follow by our honorable prophet, Noble Drew Ali, and as long as we follow the steps set in place for us, we'll continue to be true, fearless, and upright Moorish Americans. Islam and peace.
Islam, Sister Riley, beautiful. Thank you for your definition of everlasting, your example of everlasting, and the movement and the purpose of the prophet for us, and for us to stand within the laws of what the prophet has given us for ourselves to stay and within our higher self. So that is everlasting. It will never change. So thank you, Sister Riley. We love you, sister. Anyone else like to exercise?
Islam?
Islam.
My name is Brother Yasser Aaron Thomas Bay. I am 7 years old. Everlasting. EVERLASTING. Our movement is everlasting and strong because it is truth. Truth never dies or passes away. Prophet Noble Drew Ali's love for us is everlasting. I love you all, Islam and peace, and I hope all of you stay safe.
Islam, 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 and thank you, Brother Yasir Thomas Bay, for your extended home assignment dealing with our word everlasting, giving a powerful, powerful statement, examples, and always your love. And also, we trust all you and your family stay safe. So thank you, brother. We love you. Keep up the great work. Islam, Islam, Islam. Anyone else like to exercise?
Islam.
Islam.
Islam. My name is Leslie Douglas, calling from the New York Republic, and I am 12 years old. Our movement is everlasting because it teaches us our nationality. It helps us to practice love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. It teaches us our truth that has been hidden from us, and truth cannot change or pass away. Islam.
Islam, 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 sister. Sister Lovely Douglas. Lovely Douglas, thank you, dear. Beautiful. Your examples are so powerful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. Please keep up the great work. Thank you, sister. Islam, anyone else would like to do their home assignment?
Islam.
Islam.
Islam. This is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Sister Jaden Levi Ill, calling out from the Louisiana Republic, and I'm 11 years old. And I'd like to exercise my home assignment. Everlasting. Lasting forever or a very long time. Our movement is everlasting because it is a divine and national movement. And being divine means being in our higher self. And the higher self is the mother of virtues and the harmonies of life and breeds justice, mercy, love, and right. We know that truth is a part of our higher self, so the higher self cannot change or pass away. And this is what makes our movement everlasting. Islam and peace.
Islam, 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 and thank you, Deputy Moorish Achievement Training, Sister Jaden Levi Eel. Again, very, 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 very powerful. Your meaning, the definition of everlasting, and being able to relate it to all your examples and demonstration. So I'm feeling that you all are truly understanding and understanding that word everlasting. I don't care what we do. This move is always going to be, and the powerful thing of everything that you're sharing is truth. It's everlasting. And your examples and your keys are beautiful. So thank you, sister. We love you. Anyone else want to exercise the home assignment?
Say Islam.
Islam.
Islam. This is Chandrika, Sister Chandrika Copeland L. I'm the activities coordinator. I have Sanira Divine Copeland L. She is 3 years old. We're calling from the Florida Republic. We would like to exercise our home assignment for this Sunday's creation. Can you say everlasting? Let's say it. Say everlasting.
Everlasting.
Say ever. Lasting.
Lasting.
Let's spell everlasting. Say E. V. E. R. L. A. S. T. I. N. G. Say everlasting.
Everlasting.
Say Islam and peace. And peace.
Islam. For exercising your home assignment on everlasting. We love you, Sister Sanaya. All right. We have one more student, brother. Let's see, Deputy Force Achievement Training, Dennis Faye. Are you exercising home assignment today?
Islam?
Yes, dear. The floor is yours.
Islam Morse. This is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Brother James from Dennis Bay. I'm 10 years old and I'm calling from the Florida Republic. I'll be exercising my 5 senses on my home assignment. Everlasting means lasting forever, for a very long time. Immortal, internal, never-ending, infinite, timeless, deathless. The Moorish Science Temple of America is an everlasting movement because we dream of everlasting peace, and the Moorish Science Temple of America is for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. An example how our movement is everlasting because we proclaimed our nationality and we are deathless. Noble Drawley was sent to bring us the everlasting gospel, which is the saving power that comes from Allah through our ancient fathers by his prophets. Noble Drawley came to redeem us from our sinful ways and helping us as a Moorish family to uplift ourselves from our higher self to our from our lower self to our higher self. Islam and peace.
Islam. And thank you, brother. Deputy Moorish Achievement Training, Brother James and Dennis Bay, for exercising your home assignment on everlasting and all your beautiful examples. These are true everlasting examples that everyone shared with the class today. So thank you, brother. Islam. Now, Moors, this ends the portion of our Sunday school. I'm sure I covered all my students. I'm very thankful how you were able to internalize our powerful word, everlasting, connecting it to everything that deals with what? Truth, the prophet, and Allah, and this movement. So now we always open the floor in case any visitor children have come on the call. Maybe they would like to share the class. And if not, we always open the floor for any student that would like to have something to share before we totally close out. So now the floor is open first to any visiting children that might have come on the call or any student who have something they'd like to share before we totally end this portion of our children's portion of the Sunday schools. Star.
Islam.
I'm there.
Islam Morse. This is Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Brother James from Dennis Bay. I'm 10 years old and I'm exercising my 5 senses on the word mattering. You matter whether anyone notices you. You matter because you are unique. You matter when you share your talent, your time, talent, and experiences with others. You matter when you share your uniqueness with others. You matter when you are helpful even when no one notices. Islam and peace.
Deputy Moorish Achievement Training, Brother Dennis Bay, for that powerful word on matter. You matter. I matter. We matter. So thank you for all the characteristics of matter. So that's very powerful. So we have to keep that in mind because a lot of times we don't think about how we actually matter. Even like you say, if no one's even around or watching, it's still you matter. You continue to do what you need to do. Why? Because you matter. Thank you, brother. That's very powerful. So Moors, we're closing our portion of the Children's Sunday School. And I wanted to first, before I totally closed out, I wanted to welcome our sister, Deputy Sheikah Dolores Logan Eel, to our Moorish Village Family Sunday School. She will be helping and facilitating our Sunday School conference call every 5th Sunday. So I want to thank you, sister, very much. And Deputy Sheikah, we love you, and we are grateful for you. So again, thank you again, sister, for coming on board. All right. Now we are ending for sure the children's portion of the Sunday school, and I am always
Islam.
Oh, Islam.
Islam. This is Sister Riley by Ilkana from Louisiana Republic, and Deputy Moorish Achiever in Training, Sister Jaden Levi Ill, and we have a question. Why did the Europeans name themselves white? Why did they name themselves white?
Because one short answer, because they know the meaning of the term white and the status that it represents. And you know what the question and the answer is in our Quran question. White means purity, purity means God, God means the ruler of the land. They know that. They also know that we don't know that. So that's what they're telling us, that they are God. They're the gods to us. They're going to take the truth because they have the truth. They hid the truth from us. And that's how we were held in slavery, because they held that truth over us, keeping us ignorant to continue to control us. But now that we're here in the Moorish Science Temple, we know what white mean and what that status means. So that's one answer that I can give you. Someone else might share others, but they put themselves on top of everything, the best of everything, even though it's a lie. It's not true.
Okay, thank you, Sheikah. That answered the second part of my question as well.
Oh, baby, thank you. Islam, baby, thank you. So again, Moors, I'm closing in the spirit of gratitude, divine gratitude, and also divine love. So I love you all. Thank you, Moors. Peace, 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 more peace.
Islam. Love return to you 1,000-fold, Sheikahs. Thank you all, family. Thank you, children. Thank you all for your exemplary sharings at this time. Lead the way. Islam.
Islam, Sheikh. We have a total of 31 lines on the call, and also National Grand Sheikh. He deposits his love in Islam to everyone, and at this time he wouldn't be able to be on the call. He has business to take care of, so he deposits his love in Islam to all. Islam.
Thank you, Brother Sanders Bay. Give thanks, and we return those greetings to the Grand Sheikh and our love in Islam. All right, Moors. Well, Most High bless. I was remiss in saying earlier, Most High bless the reading of our divine constitution and bylaws, our additional laws, and the reading of our 101 by the grace. Alhamdulillah. At this time, we open the floor to our adults, for our adult segment. And, you know, just the question is just posed by the young daughters to anyone, any of our children, anyone can pose a question. But this is the adult section, and we look for the adults to pose a question, excuse me, or to exercise your 5 senses on our 101. So the floor is open, Moors. Islam, don't be shy, adults. Alhamdulillah. Yes. Yes, again.
Islam?
We want to welcome Islam. Hold on 1 minute, please. We want to welcome the Becky Douglas and her family, the Tuma Douglas family, to our children's Sunday school in particular, but to our Sunday school in general. We're so happy to have you with us. Welcome. Islam.
Islam, Brother Divine Minister. Deputy Sheikh Brother Roy Day. Praise Allah, brother.
How are you?
I'm well. I wanna rise to my heights.
I'm just happy to hear your voice. Go ahead, the floor is yours.
Islam, praise Allah. Thank you very much. Likewise myself. I want to rise to my heights and give praise to Allah, who is the great God of the universe, almighty, eternal, and incomprehensible. The universal governor of this world seen and worlds that are unseen. I give honors to John the Harbinger, also known to us as the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, both harbinger and forerunner to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I give honor to all true and divine prophets, naming Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, and Confucius. I give honor to all of our young brothers and sisters who are so exceedingly intelligent and growing more and more brilliant with these lessons of our Holy Prophet. All the Moors on the call, I extend those honors to our National Grand Sheikh, Prophet Noble Drew Ali in the first, second, and third form, Islam. I just want to camelback off the young brother's energy, who spoke so well and so vibrantly with that question he asked Sheikh Shariel about why does the European call themselves white? And
Brother Deputy Sheikh, Islam, I just want to clarify you. Those were 2 sisters, the Levi sisters.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yes, no problem. Good thanks.
Thank you. I apologize to the young sisters. Forgive me. I'm sorry. But I want to camelback off that energy. It was a very powerful question, and I really felt it, you know, because these are lessons that are taught to us as Moorish children, and that includes the adults as well. But it told me how we are thinking as I often hear these calls, and I see us growing in strength. And so our youth, coming from this perspective under these teachings, is letting us know that we are preparing an army of God's soldiers that is prepared to take on the role, a responsibility of dealing with our problems. So with that being said, we have a question in the questionnaire about the title that Satan gives himself. And he calls himself God. And Satan, the lower self, has always sought to place himself in a position that is not in accordance with his nature, and that is the higher self. And so, you know, as the Sheikh has stated, white mean purity, purity mean God, and God is the ruler of the land. But also, we know that to be our title, our status regarding the land and regarding other things. In the Black Laws Dictionary book, it talks about free white persons. And it goes on to demonstrate how our ancient forefathers who ruled Spain from 711 AD to the latter part of, I believe, the 14th century, how the Moors of Spain, they wore the title free white persons. And so this status is nothing new with us. And when you go into the ancient Egyptian teachings, where they wore 2 crowns, the white crown and the red crown, And the white crown represented Upper Egypt, and the red crown represented Lower Egypt. And both of them were statuses. And I just found it to be very interesting and very intriguing. And I like those type of questions because nationality and status goes hand in hand. And without nationality, we cannot adhere to birthrights, and we don't have a status. And I just want to read this little quick part because I had it in my hand. But the prophet says in the divine warner, you who doubt whether I, the prophet, and my principles are right for the redemption of my people, go to those that know law in the city hall and among the officials in your government and ask them under intelligent tone, and they will be glad to render you a favorable reply. Well, that stands today, as I just quoted the Black Laws Dictionary. It also stands in regard to our lessons taught to us by our Holy Prophet about what white really means. And we have some brothers and sisters who still haven't come to grip with that, but we here have really gotten to that degree and allowed that lesson to unfold for us. And the more we come in contact with white being our status, according to our history and even what they wrote in the law books, I think that helps to boost the self-esteem, psychologically speaking, of our people. And I think we do a lot better if we come into contact with us having a status like that and not being black, which according to science means death. Islam, I yield the floor. Rabbi El, Sheikh Rabbi El, Islam.
Islam, Deputy Sheikh, thank you for sharing. And I said the youth stimulate the adult, and that's good. That's fine. So Mo has built even more on it. I'll build on it momentarily, but in the meantime, the floor is open. Build on this conversation or bring your own exercise. Islam.
Islam. Islam. Islam.
Islam, beloved. Yes,
Islam. Deputy Sheikis, Dolores Loganell, New Jersey Republic. I'd like to rise to my highest heights, giving all perfect praise to Mother Father God Allah, Father of the universe. Giving honor to the Sunday school, the national officials, and all the children, and everyone on the call. I greet you in and with Islam. I am very glad to be on the call this evening to enjoy the powerful lesson on gratitude and the key 40 word of everlasting. The children spoke very eloquently and intelligently. I'm so proud of them. I'm glad to be on this call and to be a part of the Sunday school. And I look forward to being a part and enjoying the children more often. Islam and peace.
Islam, Deputy Sheikis, thank you, welcome. And thank you for your willingness to flow and participate and give thanks. Thank you for your words. We appreciate them. Islam, Morris, the floor is still open.
Islam.
Children have put a question on the floor. Islam.
Islam. This is Deputy Sheikis Carolyn Young Bay calling out of the North Carolina Republic. All is well, Deputy. All is well, Sheikis. Pardon me. All is well.
All is well, beloved. All is well. All is well. Glad to hear your voice.
Thank you.
It is good to be on the board.
First, I rise giving all perfect praise to Allah, to all of our ancestors, to all of our true and divine prophets, naming Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, and the last prophet in these days and times, our Redeemer, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Noble Drew Ali, the first, second, and third form. I extend my honors to the forerunner for Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, to our National Grand Sheikh, Joel Bratton Bey, to all of our national officials, to our sheiks, sheikesses, deputy sheiks, deputy sheikesses, brothers and sisters, parents and students in our Sunday school, and to everyone on the call, I greet you all with Islam. I wanted to also extend my honors to those that spoke before me and welcome our Deputy Sheikhs who will be teaching on the fifth Sunday of each month. Giving honors to our Deputy Sheikh that spoke previously. Great demonstrations for the children, great demonstrations in our Sunday school, loving it every Sunday. I wanted to ask a question on our Quran questions. I just wanted to know if there is a significance to the number of questions, like the 101. Is there something significant to that number, the 101? Islam?
Islam, Deputy Sheikhs. I can't say that there's a particular significance except that it ended up there. We know that some of the drafts of this document, which we ended up being the 101, had 102 questions at one point. The reason that it ended up 101, I can't tell you. Someone else may know exactly why it ended up 101, but I've seen drafts where it had as many as 102, and I think one of the drafts had 90-something questions in it. So it looked like it was a developmental process, but that's the most I can tell you. I don't know if there was a significance on the part of the prophet, but of course, in real terms, in terms of numbers, all right, the O, or the ought, as we call it, and the one are actually the only two numbers. Those are the numbers of creation, the ought and the one. Every number after that relates to, from duality to, relates to the fall and the rise, again, back to the naught, the nine, the naught, which is the realization of the illusion being not and the ought being all. But the ought and the one. The ought is the feminine energy, and the one is the masculine energy. So those two numbers, if you understand computer sciences, those are only two numbers they use to run computer code. There's no twos, no threes, nothing else, just the ought and the one. So that feminine and masculine energy creates. So I can see that it's only the ought and the one, but the other significance, I don't know. And the floor is open to anyone who can answer that question or speak to the question as your heart shows. Islam. Thank you for the question, Deputy Sheikh. Islam.
Islam. Divine Minister, thank you for that answer. Islam.
Yeah. Good. Thanks, beloved. Islam.
Islam, Brother Divine Minister. I just want to try to provide some extended insight and camelback of your energy. And I was always taught that the 101 represented a foundation. And this is why the Prophet gave us the Q&A, as a foundation, which is like a question and an answer thing. And why we don't find a Q&A in no other parts of the Moorish doctrine. That was supposed to have been the foundation to get us started as Moorish children, so we can start to comprehend the information from a more easier perspective and whatnot. But that's all I'll just add on to it, So I don't think it's a number thing. I'm not like a numerologist, but it is a good question. I'm definitely going to speak to a friend of mine who does deal with numbers. Maybe there's some significance that I may not be aware of, but, just my thoughts on the matter. Islam and peace.
Islam, well, your thoughts are the thoughts that are important. More, thank you for sharing them. They may have a word or a key that someone overlooked otherwise. So, good thanks for your thoughts.
Islam.
Mom. I yield.
It's all right. I think Sheikh I heard sister. Islam.
Islam or Sheikh Bellamy Bay, ever rising, giving all perfect praises to Allah, all his divine prophets, the ones we speak of, the ones we don't, recognizing Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius, and our last prophet in these days and times, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Noble Drew Allah. Honoring all on the phone and the sound of my voice. My question is with white. The Constitution states there were 35 Moors, white men, and 20 Anglo-Saxon, white. What's the difference? Islam?
Islam, Sheikah. What's the difference? All right. It's on the floor. Islam. And I think we got a couple people waiting to answer it anyway. They didn't know they were going to answer. Islam, Deputy Sheikh.
Well, Emmanuel, ever rise and give him perfect praise to Allah, the Mother, Father, God of the universe, and all true divine prophets, and our illustrious Hebrew prophet in these days, and time prophet Noble Drew Allah, honoring our national Grand Sheikh and all officials of this Moorish Science Temple. Islam, 101. I'm going there now. Question 16, and we can start at 15. For what purpose was the Moorish Science for the uplifting of fallen humanity? 16. How did the Prophet begin to uplift the Moorish Americans? By teaching them to be themselves, yes? So, because we were in a state of mental slavery, we had to start over to learn of ourselves, of our true self. So, the 101 is a beginner class or tutorship to instill the truth in our minds. We know who we are and who we are connected to and who our Father God is and all them things. So 101. And I went online to check what it kind of meant, and it says 101 pronounced 1O, HO1, is a topic for beginners in any area. It has all the basic principles and concepts that are expected in a particular field. What is this field? Those are nationality, are not citizens, we are beasts, and have all kind of titles. Beautiful Sunday school conference, and high honors to the children and all that they said. And our key 46 to 51, and I think we know what that's all about. Jesus, what would ask, what would make us free, which is the truth, what is the truth? Truth is art, art is Allah. Can the truth change? Never change. And the other name is Holy Breath. So the focus is, or the focus we should have as citizens of this divine and national movement is to remain focused on the divine mind, which is art, Allah, and this should keep us in line with our target, being at one with Holy Emmanuel. The Sheikh, the deputy Sheikh is just, I guess, thought she made a mistake when she said, when she uttered divine minister as a Sheikis, but there is a Sheikis and a Sheik in all of us. Islam, return the floor to the moderator. Holy Emmanuel.
Islam, thank you, Deputy Sheikh. Islam. Sister. Yes,
Re-rising regarding the 101. Is it, well, we know that the O and the 0 look alike, but they're not the same. So is it 101 or is it 1, the letter, and O? And if so, what's the difference with that? Islam.
Islam. I see the 101, but nonetheless, what's the difference with that? So you have two different questions on the floor, Sheikahs. All right. We received them. Islam, I think Brother Sanders Bay was standing in queue to come on.
Islam,
Islam more.
Islam, can you hear me, Sheikh?
Islam more, you loud, clear.
Giving thanks. This is Brother Cornelius Sanders Bay, calling from the Florida Republic, re-rising to my highest of heights, giving all preferred praises to our Father God Allah. And I just like to exercise on a couple of things that we have on the floor. With the 101, I definitely was in agreement with what Deputy Sheikh Mikhail Bey said, denoting the elementary or basic facts associated with the field or subjects specified. But then when our national registrar, Sheikh Annette Bellamy Bey, came on, and then she said that she made me look at it when she said, is it a O, is it a 0, or is it a O? So when I looked at it carefully, when I seen the 1 in the front and then the 1 in the back, so I see, for me, it symbolizes the duality, the 1 and the 1, the duality of Allah, she, he, she. And as far as with the question, the difference between the 35 Moors, white men, and the 20 Anglo-Saxons, the Europeans, white men, the difference to me would be that the 35 Moors were actually white all the way around the board, and the European sons, they were actually pretending to be white. So with that, I put a period behind my conversation and yield the floor back to you, Sheikh. Islam?
Islam. Thank you, Brother Sanders Bay. It's good. Just remember one thing. In Allah, there is no duality. Duality is in the elusive world. Allah, there's only unity, tawheed, oneness. So that the masculine and the feminine are one. There's no separating them, and that's part of the challenge. Even what the Mo just said about being called sheikhs. Yeah, it's a oneness. The duality, that too, is the first step into the illusion of separation from Allah. So the 1 and the 1, you have 2 of them there, but just and again, the art 0 is a mathematical term which indicates no value. That's what the 0 indicates, no value. That's what they tell you. But it's the art. So if the 0 indicates no value, why is it they want to add 1 to the right of every number to increase it by 10? That's the art. Huh? You say, the 1 becomes a 10, the 10 becomes 100, 100 becomes 1,000, and so on, by adding what they call a 0, something of no value. But that's the art. It is all value and multiplies everything by 10 just by its presence. So maybe the 1 ought 1. Anyway, the science Moors. Thank you, Brother Sanders Bay. Thank you. Just remember, Allah is 1. Allah is never 2. Allah is 1. Al-Ahad. Alhamdulillah. Floor is still open, Moors.
Islam?
Islam. Go ahead.
Thank you, Brother. Deputy Sheikh Roy Bay, we rise to my highest heights. Honors have been given already, but I wasn't going to say nothing afterwards, but Sheikh Annette Bellamy Bay, really stirred up some things in me this morning. Powerful questions, and I would first try to answer the first part of her question regarding the status of those Moors and those pale-skinned nations of Europe. I would probably say that the difference is that the Moors have that status by birth, and the pale-skinned nations of Europe had it by theft. But regarding that last part, the 101s, that's a very critical question, because a lot of the Moorish community in America is in trouble behind a question like that. Because we all say the 101s, and I think we say by way of condition and observation. And it really made me just look at how I look at the questionnaire. The 0 and the O do look alike. And I think going forward, I'm going to have to put that statement on the table in her name, because it was her demonstration, not mine. But put that question forward to a lot of Moors that I speak with. Is it really the 101s or is it the 101s? And I like what you just had to say regarding that 0 too, Brother Sheikh Ramael, regarding that 0. But, and dealing with the Prophet Noble Drew Ali's information, sometimes we make general statements and we speak in a roundabout way regarding what the prophet brought, just assuming that the rest of the Moors would know what we're talking about. But I learned more and more and more that we got to be very on point in quoting the prophet, and also, striving to further understand things today that we didn't comprehend tomorrow. So that 101 question, that really puts a lot of Moors out here in some turmoil, because we have been speaking wrongly on this Moorish questionnaire. And it is correct. It is the 101, but it just sounds more flavorful rolling off our tongues when we call it the 101s, So I want to give honor to Sheikah and that Bellamy Bay for putting that critical thought on our mind this morning, because I needed to hear that. See, that lets me know that I got to get back in front of that mirror and do some further critiquing of my comprehension, which is the gift of understanding. Islam, I yield the floor.
Islam.
Thank you, Brother Deputy Sheikh Worde. Islam, Sheikah.
Islam, I'd like to thank Brother Bay for recognizing. And what we do is say what we think, what we feel, and what we believe. What we need to do is share what we know for sure, and that's the difference. And this is where we come into conflict, because we don't want to listen. We want to decipher without the 101s, the introductory from where I understand my understanding to the course, which is Moorish Science, Islam. And thank you for the floor.
Islam.
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 Go ahead, please.
Oh, okay. Islam, brother. Thank you. Sheikah is very ill. Re-rising. Also, I wanted to add on to what everyone also stated concerning the 101 questionnaire. We pick up these slangs, and you can compare it the same way when you notice when we do numbers, when somebody's repeating a number or giving you a phone number, they will say 201 or something like that, instead of saying 201. So I'm seeing this more and more. I'm glad this was brought up, and I will do my very best, to correct it, because we just pick up as a slang. So I can see the whole scenario of putting that O and it's really a zero. We do it all the time. We recite numbers. We will call that zero in a minute a O. So I'm thankful for everybody, contributing to that and making us aware. So this is very, very powerful. Thank you. Peace.
Islam. Thank you, Sheikah. And you started with something that I wanted to say, that I was waiting to say, which is, when I came into the temple, we called it the 101. We didn't call it the 101. We called it the 101. So that, in my mind, that's a little clearer and a little more concise than the 101, which is a letter. And again, it tells us in our questionnaire what is art. And if you go look up the symbol for art, it's a circle. The symbol for art is a circle. It symbolically has meant the creator from ancient days. So that again, the European is flipping. The shame and the glory are misplaced, right? He gives us Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, beast, and he takes white for himself. So we're in the same talking about 101 when it's the one art one, or as I said when I came in the temple, it was 101. So you can all just feed off of that and adjust accordingly. I'll strive to say 101 to make sure for myself henceforth. Thanking Sheikah Bellamy Bay for bringing it forward, and you and the rest, everyone else. Islam, go ahead, please.
It's on Divine Minute. So since we're on the art, the one and the art, does that represent the creator and its creations? The one is the creator and the art is everything within?
The art is the feminine energy of the womb, and the one is the phallic energy of the masculine.
Is that only though? Does it change?
Okay.
Does it mean more than that, or we stay right there? Islam.
Well, that's where I stay. It can mean more. It gives us understanding of the treasures of Allah. But the truth doesn't change or pass away. So once you have a particular truth, it stays. It doesn't change. Now, man's God today, tomorrow's not God. So our truth will change as we evolve. We see more of it. But yes, I can't say anything else. That's my understanding of what I see. That's the truth as I comprehend it.
Islam, Venice, I appreciate that, but I'm ever throwing things around and trying to understand it over and out, all of that we say. If the Creator, if there's only one, and He's the Father of the universe, everything that ever was, is, or will be, is that the circle of life and everything in it? That's Islam. Just my thought.
Islam?
Thank you, speakers. Islam, Brother Sanders, man. Islam, someone said Islam.
Islam, Sheikh, that wasn't me. Islam?
Okay. Islam.
Islam. This is actually Brother Curtis Douglas. I'm actually a student in the Moorish School of Law and History. Islam, Divine Minister. I'd like to rise to my highest. Okay. Islam. I'd like to rise to my highest height, giving all praise toward divine prophets, all divine prophets, namely Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Confucius, and our last prophet in these days and time, Noble Drew Ali, in the first, second, and third form. I would also like to acknowledge all the sheikhesses, divine ministers, sheikhesses on the call, all the students from our Sunday school earlier, teachers, and all the administration and officials from the Temple by way of Baltimore, the Moorish American National Republic, and our National Grand Chief, Joel Bratton Bay. A few quick things. I just said a bit over earlier, just for the gratitude of her daughter, Lovey, being able to be a part of the Sunday school. So just really want to say thanks for that and for her demonstration. I was actually out listening by way of the vehicle and just completely moved by that. So with that, just thanks to Sheikh Sherry Ill, Sheikh Bellaby Bay, and everyone else that had encouraged us to just make sure she's a part of the teachings. So with that said, just want to chime in a bit as well on the questions on the floor, if I may. With the word white, when the student, the two daughters, brought that forward, it actually touched base with myself, because that's the word that actually got me to really take a second look at the Moorish School of Law and History, because I was exposed to Moorish science back in 2008. And with the census being an issue in 2020, perfect vision, and it came to our doorstep, I was really concerned as to how we fill out that form. So in searching on YouTube, I found a demonstration by our National Grand Sheik, and when he broke down white, I was totally floored, because I've never seen anyone demonstrate where an Asiatic, a melanated man, had the Europeans submit to the fact that we are white, bringing us back to that first principle, that first status. And like the National Grand Sheik would use the word flim flam, and even on the call last night with Briti Muhammad, that same subject matter came to the floor. So once again, truth never changed. Going back to the demonstration, that which is everlasting on the Sunday school, very profound stuff, because it actually ties into everything that it is that we're talking about. But like the Sheikh Bellamy Bay brought to the floor as well, the 101 versus 101. I just want to confirm as well that it is 101, and the 0 actually links back to our ancient ancestry by way of the sun, Heru, which is where the word Hera comes from, or Horus, the 12 hours in a day. So in basically speaking, the 101s are symbolic of the different rays of the sun. And like it says, the sun, the giver of life, the father of the solar system, which is an oval type shape going back to a circle, i.e. the circle 7. So the issue concerning the 35 white, the 20 European sons, I also would like to be in agreement with the divine minister in saying, there's no division in the law. The issue, sometimes when we perceive things, we're looking at it from a dualistic perspective as opposed to coming from a state of spirituality. The beautiful thing in the Circle 7 Quran, when it breaks down the fact that Asiatic Moors, those who link back to the first principle, the first house, the royal house, us being from that pure purple, it connects us back to that womb, that circle, that zero. Heru, going back to the same word with awe, being offset or seer. So we know that the word awe in gold is the symbol for gold, AU. So when we link back to the sun being the golden, like it's even been said metaphysically, the sun symbolic of the sun-kissed people, the moon being reflective of the Asiatic woman's womb, the emotive, the emotions. So we have the sun and the moon. The sun being 12, 1, 2, the moon being 13. So when we add 13 and 12, we get basically 25, which is a 7. Going back to 1 again, it's Circle 7 Quran. So a while back, placed on the floor, Sheikh Cherry Ill had mentioned the 101s can be answered 7 ways based on the withdrawal in the second form, the Grand Sheikh, Brother Dingle Ill. That is a correct statement, but also when Sheikh Cherry Hill came in, Sheikh Bellamy Bey said that it was understood that it had multiple meanings. Both statements are actually correct, and what I mean by that is 101 being the base. All universities teach 101 being the base, the foundation. So you have to get the 101s, you move to the 200s, the 300s, the 400 courses. In Moorish science, we go to the 700 level on the physical form in alignment with the 7 chakras. The 8 and the 9 or above, meaning they're from a divine perspective. So 8 opens the gate, as above, so below, and 9 being the divine, going back to what the divine minister was saying, which is just the very oval womb with a tail, symbolically meaning a line, which is the first 2 points. When we have a blanket, the first thing is a period. So we put a period behind our statement. So we live in Allah, that divine womb, that divine circle, and at no point can we not be beyond that. So man is that period. So man stand on the square, no Mudrali stand on the square, 45 degree, which is the 4 and the 9, symbolic of the very 101, the very movement in a straight line. Our characters need to be straight, and that circle of life, he stood on that. There's much more I could say on that, but I'm going to pretty much stop there at this point. But very basic perspective, we link back to the ancient ancestors of Osir and Osset. Why Set become our adversary? Set is just the loss of the authority, the AU, and that's what the devil is symbolic of. So when man stray away and deviate into duality, meaning looking from the 2 eyes physically, as opposed to linking back to the authority of Allah, that which is ought, we always fell. So a divine prophet being a thought of Allah, the thought of Allah always come to bring us back. So the consequence, the negativity of disobedience, the lack of carrying out the law, i.e. Bay, we are checked and we brought back into the fold. So that's the need now. Anciently, as that original people, we always knew that someone would come and bring us back. So with that said, I yield the floor back to the moderator. Islam and peace.
Islam, Brother Douglas, thank you for your sharing. Moore, thank you for your sharing. Moors, we've run out of our time, but we've had a wonderfully stimulating conversation with some serious thought frequencies for us to tap into. It is true. So just take our time and go through. At this time, we want to open the floor to any of our visitors, any of our guests who may be visiting. If you'd like to have something to say, we welcome you, and we'll give you the opportunity now to a minute or two to make a comment. If you so like, star, mute your phone, give us your name, and tell us from where you're calling. All praises due to Allah. I did have a Griot Corner moment, but I think we'll just bring that next Sunday, inshallah.
I was just about to ask that I said, thank you much.
Yes, the conversation took the time, so I say, well, we'll do it again. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Forgotten, beloved.
Islam Sheikh,
welcome.
I'm reminding you.
Yes, say again more.
I said, Islam Sheikh, I will be reminding you.
Oh, thank you, more. Thank you. Thank you much, my brother. If thy brother's in the diversity system, thank you. I appreciate you. So it will be so, more. If you enjoyed our call, which is a good call today, you can go to the playback. Hopefully within a short period of time, it'll appear on the website. You can go to our website to tap all of our Sunday school calls. We have the archives there since we began. We began our first call December 2014, and so we're into our 7th year, but those archives are there. I'm pretty sure they're there. At least back to 2015. And you can get them at www.MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com. If by chance you don't see the one you're looking for or you're not able to access, send us an email to sundayschool@MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com. Tell us the Sunday schools you're looking to acquire, and we'll get an electronic file to you. And we're still working on our non-digital playback. It is ever on our minds. Our town hall meeting is this evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Please join us at this number, 443-961-4434, 7:30 p.m., where we discuss those 35 white and those 20 Anglo-Saxon white, European white men. So much to that as well. So maybe we'll talk about that again when I come again, I pray. But this evening, 7:30 p.m. for our Moorish Town Hall, please join us when we talk about the policy of freedom. Moorish School of Law and History is in effect. We had our orientation class this past Wednesday, our first class starting this coming Wednesday. So if you are desirous of becoming a part of the class, please go to our website, www.MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com, hit the resource tab, and either then the application for citizenship or the Moorish School of Law and History will take you into that process. Either of those links will get you into the class. So get in there, get early. So we take registrants up to the 8th week, but you have to catch up with the work. So the sooner, the better. Members Forum call is every Wednesday as well right now. It's a dynamic call. If you're a member in good standing or a member desiring to bring yourself into good standing, you are welcome to the call. Send an email to webmaster@MoorishamericanNationalRepublic.com. In your email, indicate your name as is shown on your documentation. Give us a phone number, reliable contact, and a color copy of your nationality identification card. Send those to webmaster@MoorishamericanNationalRepublic.com, and we will get you vetted through the process for the members call. Our Sisters Auxiliary is every 4th Thursday, 8 p.m. Sisters wishing to join the call again with sisters in good standing, willing to bring themselves into good standing. Send an email to sisterauxiliary13@gmail.com. Sisterauxiliary13@gmail.com. Give them this same information, your name as it is on your identification, a phone number, the email that you'll be using, and a color copy of your nationality identification card. They will get you processed at sisterauxiliary13@gmail.com. In addition, the Sister Auxiliary is having a fundraising drive right now where they have pins, life pins, we call LIFE, life pins, writing in blue, tags, which I would call key rings, and magnets, all uniquely designed by the Sisters Auxiliary to develop and raise funds for the Temple Necessity Fund. So the pins are $1, the tags are $3, the magnets are $5. Whatever you can contribute, whatever you can pick up, send an email to sisterauxiliary13@gmail.com. First, go to the website, MoorishamericanNationalRepublic.com, to see the pins, the tags, and the magnets. And when you decide which ones, send an email to sisterauxiliary13@gmail.com and letting them know what it is you want in the subject line, and they will get back to you, get that done. Thank you for your support of the Sisters Auxiliary. The Young Men's Business League is every third Thursday. That's this Thursday coming, brothers. That's this Thursday coming. So the brothers should come together. If I understood it right, talking about the Moorish experience. So men in the Moorish paradigm. So come join us this Wednesday, 8 p.m. If you want to join the conversation, email youngmensbusinessleague@gmail.com, youngmensbusinessleague@gmail.com. Same information as for the sisters. Your name as it is on your identification, a phone number, your email, and a color copy of the nationality identification card, and they'll get you vetted through for that call. We have our skills and talents, some which have been put in abeyance by this situation that's around the world. But we're not standing still completely. We are still moving. We are a movement. So if you want to use your skills and talents for the uplift of your own people, commit to that and join one of our committees, if not two, or at least one committee, and move it forward. Move that committee forward, and you will be able to use your skills and talents to the uplift of yourself and your community. Our Sunday school enrollment is ongoing. If you wish to join our Sunday school, adults, send an email to sundayschool@MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com, sundayschool@MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com. In that email for adults, give us your names, your ages, and a phone number which we can contact you. If there are children in the family, we need their names, their ages, their school grades, and their birthdays. Name, ages, birthday, school grade for children. Send that to SundaySchool@MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com with your request to join, and we will get our welcome package, information package out to you in turn. Are there any announcements from any of our national officials at this time? Islam? All right. We'll keep moving. Divine warning by the Prophet Noble Jew Ali. Prophet warns all Muslims, governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be a severe consequence. We are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet, or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement, will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the Prophet Noble Jew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways by order of Prophet Noble Jew Ali. Alhamdulillah. Praise Allah every day that Allah have mercy on us to send us a messenger to redeem us, to give us that which we need to redeem ourselves from our own degradation. Give thanks and praises. All right, Moors, at this time we pray that we have not said anything to cause anyone to go astray, and if we said anything that has causes anyone to go astray, then we ask your forgiveness and we beseech the forgiveness of Allah. And if we said anything which yet will cause you to be yet that more steadfast in these coming days, steadfast in the way of Allah, alhamdulillah, all praises are due to Allah and no one else. Blessed to be the vehicle. With that being said, Moors, we want to pray Allah keep us from misleading and being misled, from deceiving and being deceived, from betraying and being betrayed. And to remind ourselves of this every day, we say to ourselves this divine covenant of the Asiatic nation. First person plural, star, and repeat after me, I pray. We are the children of one Father, provided for by his care.
We are the children of one Father, provided for by his care.
And the breast of one mother hath given us suck.
And the breast
of one mother hath given us suck.
Let the bonds of affection therefore unite us with our brothers and sisters.
Let the bonds
of affection therefore unite us with our brothers and sisters.
That peace and happiness may dwell in our Father's house.
That peace and happiness may dwell in our Father's house.
And when we separate in the world, remember the relation that bindeth us to love and unity.
And when we
separate in the world, remember the relation that binds us to love and unity.
And prefer not a stranger before our own blood.
And prefer not a stranger before thy own blood.
Thy own blood.
If our brother is in adversity, assist him. If our sister is in trouble, forsake her not.
If our brother is in adversity, assist him.
If our sister is in trouble,
forsake her not.
So shall the fortunes of our Father contribute to the support of his whole race.
So shall the
fortunes of our Father contribute to the support of his whole race.
And his care be continued to us all.
And his care be continued to us all.
And our love to each other.
And our love
to each other.
Islam, let us love Allah so much, that we love each other so much, that we love one another so much, that we rise up out of this situation and become the creators on this planet we are destined to be. Love you all. At this time, please, those who are able, stand erect facing the east, heels together, toes separated at a 45-degree angle, upper arms parallel to the floor, forearms perpendicular thereto, with two fingers erected together, right hand, five fingers erected together on left hand, for our Moorish American prayer. Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth,
Father of truth, peace, and justice. Allah,
and our side and our salvation, by night
and by day,
through his holy prophet, through Ali. Ameen. Peace. Go in peace, Moors. Thank you for your help, Sister Naira. Appreciate you. Appreciate all our children. You're wonderful. Bless you all. We'll see you we'll see you this evening, I pray. Next Sunday, Friday at our holy night. Please join us. Love you all. Peace, peace, peace.